Senator, thanks for coming to the studio. It's good to see you.
Good to be with you.
What do you want to accomplish in a third term you haven't already accomplished in the last 12 years? Why are you running again?
What if I told you some of the finest male celebrities have lookalikes that date back to history? With striking resemblances, you almost can't differentiate them, even if you were told to do so. From Nicolas Cage to Matthew McConaughey, these striking looks hold a deep connection to history. Take a deep breath, and let's embark on a journey through time to review historical figures who bear a resemblance to male celebrities. Number 50, Nicolas Cage and a Civil War-era man.
Were you worked up?
Well, just a little worked up.
Do you get carried away?
Well, I don't know if I get carried away.
The twin resembles Nicolas Cage, and a Civil War-era man couldn't be less intriguing when you look at their perfect pictures from hindsight. A photo of a Tennessee man taken in 1870 was recovered from the album of death portraits of the Civil War era, and you wouldn't be surprised if you were told the actor had a historical connection from the past. From their hair to their facial expressions, there is no major difference that separates them indefinitely. Nicolas may have reincarnated in this current era. You never can tell. This resemblance says it all. Number 49, Eddie Murphy and an unknown man from the early 1900s.
Named Sugar Ray. It's just the coolest. Back like remember like stuff like Lady Sings the Blues, but Rich was he's doing that kind of cool.
Actor Eddie Murphy isn't just a name in the current Hollywood era. He gives a clue that he may have witnessed the changing eras of Hollywood. A picture of his lookalike surfaced recently, and fans couldn't agree less with the time travel theory many had purported. The photo, which shows a man with an oval face, serious expression, and a calm demeanor, reveals more of the actor's facial expressions when taking the lead role in a movie. Even though the actor has not publicly affirmed or denied the time travel theory, the odds suggest that he may have had a progenitor that connected him to the past. Number 48, Brad Pitt and Herman Rorschach.
Teacher in college who I absolutely hated, the art student, but he's my favorite because he just pushed me and pushed me and pushed me.
The striking resemblance between Brad Pitt and Herman Rorschach goes a long way to show that two people can be unrelated by blood, but yet have the same features. Herman was a Swiss psychiatrist born in 1884, popular for the Rorschach test that makes it easier to identify personalities. His calm gesture, drop-shaped nose, and curly hair stand as the dominant features found in actor Brad Pitt's personality too. Even though Brad is associated with Hollywood cinema today, these features he shares with Herman are indeed accurate. Brothers may not always be blood-related, but they can be physically related. Number 47, Leonardo DiCaprio and Judy Zipper.
Not something I set out for. I mean, the two films that I've sort of done which have been sort of romantic leads have been,
Even from a distance, the flashy looks of actor DiCaprio aren't any different from those of Judy Zipper. And if you take a good look at their facial expressions, it says it all. Judy, who was born in 1856, shares common features with Leonardo, like a dazzling smile, small eyes, and slender hair. When fans stumbled upon her footage, they engaged in endless debates about whether DiCaprio had resurfaced in this era after leaving a life of yesteryear. Coincidentally, Zipper died on DiCaprio's birthday, leading everyone to affirm that she still lives with DiCaprio. Number 46, Matthew McConaughey and a man.
From there, we go over there to see our family. We've done it many times. We go over, we get the fastest four-cylinder van we can find and load it up, and we have to...
Many times people resemble someone else, but looking at Matthew McConaughey and this unidentified man is proof that two people can be created in the same way. Matthew, as an actor, wouldn't believe that there is someone out there who has the same features he has and also acts exactly like he does when he poses for those cute pictures. This photo, which dates back to 1800, reveals the good looks and laid-back charm McConaughey is known for. Number 45, Orlando Bloom and Nikolai Grigoresco.
Whole window of time where I just cut everything. This is either madness.
The stunning looks of Orlando Bloom and Nikolai Grigoresco aren't just a big flex, but a testament to the fact that twins can appear in different generations. Nikolai, born in 1838, was one of the founders of Romanian painting and was considered by Romanians to be the greatest Romanian painter of all time. How he possesses similar features to the English actor Orlando remains a mystery to this day. He shares bulging eyes, smooth cheeks, and a pointed nose, reflecting the undeniable similarities. Number 44, Alec Baldwin and President Millard Fillmore.
And they'd walk in,
And he'd say, come, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, come and sit right here. And he'd be taking his makeup off. And
Alec Baldwin and President Millard Fillmore, the 13th President of the United States, crave the indulgence of everyone to the fact that history isn't very far from Hollywood if you delve into it. Their resemblance is highly captivating, and fans couldn't contain their joy when they said they saw Alec Baldwin in history through the lens of Millard Fillmore. Their strong jawlines and piercing eyes make them more interesting to learn about, aside from their looks. Fillmore, who served from 1850 to 1853, was often linked to a calm leadership and gentle lifestyle, coincidentally a feature Baldwin portrays in his movies. Number 43, Zach Galifianakis and Louis Vuitton.
Smoothie? And peach and strawberry smoothie? Do you really want to know?
Frozen peaches?
I freeze the peaches beforehand and the strawberry.
A clear portrait of Zach Galifianakis and Louis Vuitton does justice to the fact that history sometimes repeats itself in unexpected ways. How Zach and Louis share so many features couldn't be a coincidence, but one that nature orchestrated perfectly. Louis, the founder of the French design house Louis Vuitton, was born in 1821 and in various ways is linked to the American actor and comedian Zach Galifianakis. An outstanding feature of their similarities is their bulging cheeks and lengthy beards, which lend their resemblance a well-planned feel. Number 42, Jimmy Fallon and Mahir Khayan.
Best concerts I've ever seen. I mean, how can we, what was everyone's favorite? I have no idea. It was too good.
When you get the Backstreet Boys, Lauryn Hill.
History has a way of finding itself in the future, and looking at the looks of Jimmy Fallon and Mahir Khayan, you will be more than convinced that the future is before us. Their resemblance extends beyond facial appearance and humorous gestures. It also encompasses their attire in certain portraits. Mahir Khayan was a Turkish communist revolutionary and the leader of the People's Liberation Party Front, born in 1946. His serious looks and facial expression didn't exempt him from being compared to American TV host Jimmy Fallon, as you could pinpoint the many features they share in common. Even though they may be far apart in era and career, they still share a lot when it comes to physicality. Number 41, Keanu Reeves and a man from the 1800s.
Of the genius of Catherine Bigelow and the beauty and professional, awesome.
Keanu Reeves, the Canadian actor who found his greatest success in comedy, science fiction, and action movies, isn't without a replica. History shows that his facial appearance can be linked to an unidentified man from the 1800s. The unidentified man has the same jawline, calm expression, and deep-set eyes that Reeves is known for today. The photo, likely taken sometime in the 19th century, goes a long way to reveal that this could be a case of time travel. Fans have never ceased talking about Reeves too, pointing out that he doesn't age at all. Even if he were to age, it wouldn't be as quickly as that of a fine wine. Number 40, Macaulay Culkin and a young Vladimir Putin.
This time of year is perfect. I mean, you have the big tree lighting outside, the Christmas tree lighting, and have you
It isn't shocking to see a replica of young Vladimir Putin, but what is surprising is how they look strikingly alike from various angles. Young Vladimir Putin and Home Alone cast member Macaulay Culkin share a perfect resemblance that no one can deny. Judging from their young photos, the similarities are evident and undeniable, without any room for misconception. The same round face, bright eyes, and similar hairstyles make it interesting to learn more about these personalities, given an unconfirmed story of them being friends in another life. Young Vladimir Putin has since channeled his passion to become Russia's president, while Culkin has found a place in the spotlight. But you can't deny who they truly were from childhood. Number 39, Jack Black and Paul Revere.
saying? Talk to me. I mean, I know for a fact you love Elton John. Them together, Brandi Carlile's she's brilliant.
Carlile is incredible.
While everyone is enjoying the roles Jack Black plays in the spotlight, the picture of Paul, his look-alike from the past, was stumbled upon. It's amazing how different people can have a striking resemblance. If this isn't a repetition of past events, then what else could it be? Paul was a folk hero of the American Revolution, born in 1735, and his affirmation of yesteryears puts him among the elites. A portrait of Paul, which went viral in the media, reveals that he and Jack share a round face, expressive eyes, and a mischievous look. They couldn't be any different. It seems like they came from the same womb, since history only separated their arrival for reasons best known to it. Number 38. Mark Zuckerberg and King Philip IV of Spain.
One, say, okay, I don't know that much about this person, and they'll go back to their room and do what people call Facebook them, which is go on the Facebook and look them up just to kind of...
Tech guru Mark Zuckerberg's resemblance to King Philip IV of Spain has never ceased to wow fans upon discovery. It posits the notion that a second chance is given to people to live in the future, even after having lived their best life in the past. King Philip, who was born in 1605, was King of Spain, whose reign lasted from 1621 to 1655. He was very passionate about the arts, which led him to patronize various artists. A portrait that circulated in the media shows that his serious face and distinctive chin remain dominant features in Zuckerberg's life. How they managed to retain the same reputable features even decades apart needs to be studied indefinitely. Number 37, Jay-Z and A Man from Harlem.
Yeah, and that's the hope of,
Jay-Z's facial expression over the years hasn't been replicated, but when fans stumbled upon an unknown man from Harlem, the dots were easily matched and connected. This man from Harlem, whose portrait was taken in 1939 in New York City, can be said to be a carbon copy of the American rapper who has since stamped his name in history. Both share the same face, a strong jawline, and a similar confident expression that cannot be found elsewhere. The photo was discovered in the archives of the Sean Brooks Center for Researching Black Culture, and upon discovery, Jay-Z's doppelganger becomes clearer by the day. Number 36, Conan O'Brien and Marshall Henry Twitchell.
Okay, so I lost the Tonight Show, but I'll show them. I'll stop shaving.
This has been quite a year.
Yeah.
Similarities can be taken to another level when both parties are indiscernible, and making a comparison of Conan O'Brien and Marshall Henry Twitchell is utter nonsense. Their similarities could sweep a person off their feet if they didn't hold themselves strong. Marshall Henry Twitchell was a prominent political figure in Louisiana's post-war era, born in 1840. His involvement with the Union Army gave him a significant advantage in his agenda, and his passion grew stronger over time. His tall, lanky build and red, frizzy hair match O'Brien's look today. They share sharp noses, fair complexion, and cocky smiles, making everyone believe there is more to their resemblance. Their similarity continues to intrigue many, and there is every justification that Conan came from a time machine. Number 35, Michael Cera and Clara Clemens.
My manager got a call checking on my availability for it, and he called me and he said, I got a call about this movie. It's the Barbie movie. Greta Gerwig's directing it. Margot Robbie and Ryan.
Michael Cera and Clara's resemblance clearly shows that someone's DNA can be transferred from one age to another, and they will bear the same features. This is, at most, the best explanation of this striking resemblance, and nothing could do much justice than this. Clara, who happened to be Adolf Hitler's mother, has a surprisingly similar appearance to Cera. When the photo of Clara from the late 1800s surfaced, people's attention was drawn to the soft facial expression and calm features, similar to those of Cera. Born in 1860, Clara was different from her son in terms of her nature, yet shared similar features in her eyes, mouth, and hair with Cera. If this isn't nature at work, I wonder what it is. Number 34, Jason Segel and actor Lee J. Cobb.
People weren't knocking down my door to play Captain America. It was going to be like a different kind of path. As Jesse Eisenberg once said to me, yes, but you...
Time and again, fans couldn't wrap their heads around the twin likeness of Jason Segel when the picture circulated the internet like wildfire. Lee J. Cobb, from a general overview, shares the same facial characteristics as those found in the life of Jason Segel. Born in 1911, he was a timeless actor during his era. Movies like Man of the West, Exodus, and Martial Law made him a respectable figure among his peers. His distinctive presence, strong jawline, expressive face, and intense eyes particularly create a unique look in Segel's appearance. While Segel was known for his comedic roles, he has never failed to portray the kind of character Cobb portrayed in his prime. His mouth, nose, and forehead share a striking similarity that you can undoubtedly find in Segel. What a beautiful coincidence. Number 33, Eminem and Harold Innis.
You know what I mean? I ended up in rehab in 2005, and just kind of...
Only a few rappers have, in a long while, found their lookalikes among historical figures, and Eminem happens to be part of that league. The resemblance he shares with Canadian professor Harold Innis is notable. He developed a thesis that dominated economic history in Canada from the 1930s to 1960s, and continues to be a fundamental part of the Canadian political and economic tradition. Amazingly, his looks match with rapper Eminem, born in 1972. Both share an intense, sharp look characterized by high cheekbones and a strong jawline. Several photos also show their uncanny resemblance to sheer focus, especially those of Eminem's public shots. Number 32, Shia LaBeouf and Albert Einstein.
Home, you have spaghetti. You know, you go to Ireland, you drink whiskey. Yes. So I had been drinking a lot of whiskey in Ireland. I come back.
The popular actor Shia LaBeouf couldn't have been less appreciated when it was revealed that he had a striking resemblance to Albert Einstein. Einstein, who made a remarkable investment in science, lived around the 18th century. However, when his old photos surfaced, it was much debated whether he looked like Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf, who happens to be an actor in the 21st century, shares features like hairline, beard structure, and expressive face with the scientist. This isn't about what you feel, but the photos speak for themselves in a clear expression. Number 31, Rupert Grint and Sir David Wilkie.
Ultimately, I think it just doesn't go with my personality.
No.
I'm quite a shy person, and the thought of kind of sharing my life.
Yeah.
Every time the photo of Sir David Wilkie comes on the scene, the dazzling similarities of his hair, face, cheeks, and jawline remind everyone that this couldn't be a mistake when compared to Rupert Grint. History just wanted to reveal itself, and amazingly, it did so well. David Wilkie was a Scottish painter, particularly known for his genre scenes. He successfully painted a wide variety of genres, including historical scenes, portraits, and scenes from his travels to Europe and the Middle East. Meanwhile, Grint is famously known for his roles in the Harry Potter series. Both share round faces, red hair, and kind smiles. There is no better explanation for this, aside from the fact that time travel has taken its course. Number 30, Justin Timberlake and a criminal from the past.
Yeah. You're kicking off the. it's like cologne and bacon. It's really good.
Justin Timberlake, the 21st century singer and songwriter, never knew he had a look-alike. However, when a photo of an unknown criminal from the past surfaced, fans linked the resemblance immediately. Born in 1981, his jawline and facial features are strikingly identical to those of this unidentified man. The criminal's photo, taken in the 19th century, reveals how the man exudes calm and serious composure, a trait often seen in Timberlake's photo shoots. This has sparked unnecessary theories among fans, and if you were sincere, there is a basis for that. Number 29, Sylvester Stallone and Pope Gregory IX.
Film, and then I was stuck on Tulsa King, so I couldn't be on. And then they took kind of my image.
Amazingly, Sylvester Stallone has a complete resemblance when comparing his photos to those of Pope Gregory IX. It seems like a perfect match when compared to today's matchmaking standards. Pope Gregory IX was the head of the Catholic Church and the ruler of the Papal States, whose reign lasted for 14 years. In contrast, Sylvester Stallone is an American actor famous for the movie Rambo. Although they are both considered top shots in their respective fields, their similarities strike a chord with fans. Both have a commanding presence, whether it's Stallone dominating the boxing screen on TV or the Pope leading the church in a turbulent time. You couldn't differentiate their ruggedness when it comes to influencing what they believe is right, and this is what made them similar indeed. Number 28, Johnny Depp and Arthur Schopenhauer.
Favorite part of your body?
Wow.
What do you like the best?
Without exaggeration, Johnny Depp's proactive looks find their fullest flair in The Astute Philosopher of the 18th century. Both share similar characteristics that make it almost impossible to spot any difference if they were kept side by side. Arthur, who was born in 1688, is known for his 1818 work The World as Will and Representation. His facial appearance consists of intense eyes, sharp cheekbones, wild hair, and a deep-set gaze, all of which are mirrored in Johnny Depp. They both share a resemblance that leaves everyone, including Depp himself, dumbfounded. Number 27, Peter Dinklage and Sebastian de Mora.
Were you complaining or what was going on there?
Well,
just stating a fact.
Take that, what you will, from that.
What else would you say if not to agree with the fact that Peter Dinklage possibly would have made time travel from the Golden Age era to the 21st century? His resemblance to Sebastian de Mora is uncanny, and honestly, it leaves fans speechless. Peter Dinklage, an American actor, is well known for his portrayal of Tyrion Lannister in the HBO television series Game of Thrones. At the same time, Sebastian de Mora is a Baroque oil-on-canvas painting created by Diego Velázquez in 1645. How Dinklage fits into the features the portrait represents sends a signal that indeed resemblance cannot be faked if it isn't there. Number 26. Bruce Willis and General Douglas MacArthur.
Not really. We've kind of had, I mean, our kids have kind of been acting with...
Bruce, with his serious demeanor and wild looks portrayed in movies, didn't fail to find expression in that of American General Douglas MacArthur. Douglas served as a top commander during World War II and rose to superior ranks within the American Army. His serious face and no-nonsense smile, which resonate within his facial expression, find their place in actor Bruce Willis. And for the first time, fans didn't have to dispute this fact. Number 25. Zayn Malik and a young Joseph Stalin.
Try it? I love honey. I'm obsessed. This is like from you or beef.
Yeah, this is
okay.
my honey, yeah. Try.
Young Joseph Stalin's look of yesteryears can be traced to find expression in the appearance of 21st century British singer Zayn Malik. Photos of young Stalin as a revolutionary in the 1900s show him with thick dark hair, a chiseled jawline, and piercing eyes, features that Malik also possesses. Stalin, who later became a ruthless dictator, justifies the fact that people can look different as they age, and his life is real proof. Fans of Malik have never failed to point out these similarities whenever the need arises. Number 24. Robin Williams and Ilya Ilyich Mechnikov.
To get a fight with Liam Gallagher.
Yeah.
No.
Fans couldn't be less pleased when they discovered that their most revered comedian has a likeness that can be traced back to the 18th century. Ilya Ilyich Mechnikov holds a similarity with the famous Robin Williams, a Russian biologist who was born in 1845, and the similarities are mind-blowing. His serious face, adorned with a beard, fine eyes, and approachable demeanor, is a trait present in comedic actor Robin Williams. No wonder he could pull off a stunt with his comedy, making many laugh out loud, regardless of where they were. Number 23. Albert Johnson and Gary Oldman.
But yeah, they have to see you do it. They have to, you have to hit them.
If Gary Oldman were in the 21st century, he probably would have asked Albert Johnson some questions concerning his bloodline. Their resemblance isn't just formal, it resonates with the entirety of their being. Gary Oldman is a filmmaker born in 1948 whose career spanned over 3 decades. With movies like Prick Up Your Ears and Rosencrantz to his name, he has continued to produce great hits in the Hollywood industry. Albert Johnson was an American politician who served as the U.S. representative from Washington's 3rd Congressional District from 1915 to 1933. Both possess rugged features, a strong jawline, and a tense gaze, which put them in the spotlight. Photos have consistently shown their matching features, and fortunately, fans can see through the lines. Number 22. Robert Pattinson and a Civil War-era man.
How bad am I?
Have you seen the movie in its entirety?
I saw it 3 days ago, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Were you nervous going in?
Looking at photos of a Civil War-era man from yesteryears, you would notice a striking resemblance that runs across several features. When his photographs surfaced online, the similarities became apparent without much deliberation. This individual's picture bears similarities to Robert Pattinson's sharp jawline and intense gaze. From the photos, it can be inferred that it is from a recent movie star, although their identity is unknown. Number 21. Channing Tatum and a man.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, people don't really know this, but there's not a lot of Cajun people in New Orleans. They're more in Lafayette and whatnot.
Speculated, Channing Tatum bears a striking resemblance to a uniformed man from the past whose photographs date back to the late 19th or 20th century. His short hair and confident persona make the resemblance even more striking. This whole trick is a priceless commodity that you couldn't buy in the market even if you tried. Number 20. Steve Carell and a man.
Never?
Mm-mm.
No. Did you when it was on?
No.
Why?
We did.
It's a pretty good show.
The American actor and comedian isn't alone. His look-alike bears a striking resemblance to him. Steve, who was born in 1962, has a doppelganger, an unidentified man whose photograph dates back to the 19th century and in a well-orchestrated manner shares a warm and approachable face with distinct eyes and a slight smirk that speaks volumes about Carell's comedic posture. Number 19. John Travolta and a man from the 1860s.
People to think I had a New York accent or
or that I behaved in that less than ideal IQ way. She was saving my reputation.
Isn't it amazing how John Travolta's look-alike from the 1860s could surface in a time such as this, giving his fans great memories to feast on? John Travolta is an American actor, producer, and singer. Travolta, in 1983, first became well-known in the 1970s after appearing in the television series Welcome Back, Kotter, and starring in the box office successes Saturday Night Fever and Grease. A photo that went viral showed the man's face with a strong bone structure, dark hair, and serious expression, which resembles that of Travolta's, especially in his younger years. What more can we say? This unknown man from the 1860s is his replica. Number 18, Justin Timberlake and a Man from the Past.
You're kicking off the. it's like cologne and bacon. It's really good. I really like it.
Sometimes it's difficult to differentiate two people who look alike if you don't employ some technology, and Timberlake and a Man from the Past perfectly fit that description. A black and white photo of this unknown man with no discernible time frame shows a striking facial similarity, especially in his detailed eyes and smile. Fans have been left puzzled as they continue to discuss it even now. Number 17, Robbie Williams and Jesse Pomeroy.
My sons and stuff, but I'm a new parent, so I've still got that that euphoria.
Jesse Pomeroy's carbon copy doesn't just resemble Robbie in some areas, but in certain areas that make a difference. Jesse Pomeroy was a young murderer who caused havoc in the 19th century in Massachusetts. Born in 1959, his shocking resemblance to Robbie Williams is alarming. His intense, sharp gaze and well-defined facial structure eerily match that of Robbie. Though Robbie's talent gave him a spotlight among his peers, Pomeroy's life was filled with misery and dissatisfaction. Number 16, Leon Trotsky and Ben Schwartz.
Is like 10, 15 Sonics. I want him to slowly age, so by the time he's like at the 10th Sonic, he's really worried.
The darker aspects of Ben Schwartz became clearer when fans traced them back to Leon Trotsky. Ben Schwartz, in his prime, was a Russian revolutionary, Soviet politician, and political theorist whose ideas were brilliantly crafted. Born in 1879, he looked so much like Ben Schwartz. Trotsky wore round glasses and had knitted hair that matched his serious face, and Schwartz has that charisma. Schwartz, who has a knack for making people laugh, shares a striking resemblance while mirroring everything Trotsky stands for. The connection between history and entertainment is quite amazing indeed. Number 15, the Red Baron and Win Butler.
How are you?
I'm great.
You're good. I'm glad to hear it. It's been busy for you. I see you've been doing a lot of...
The resemblance between the Red Baron and Win Butler isn't much of a concern, but the striking similarity in their detailed features is notable. The Red Baron, born in 1892, was a fighter pilot with the German Air Force during World War I. His grimy facial look, strong cheekbones, and serious expression have a peculiarity that can be attributed to Butler. Butler, on the other hand, as a musician, strikes the chords well, and with their comparative portraits, you couldn't deny a possible reincarnation. Number 14, Michael Jackson and a Man from the Past.
That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. It's crazy. I mean, why? Number one, it's my face as a child.
Many lovers and fans of Michael Jackson were shocked to the core when they noticed a photo circulating that resembled the legend. The pop icon, who had a smooth face, curly hair, a wide nose, and sparkling eyes, can be traced in the facial appearance of the man, who can be linked to European portraits of the 16th to 17th centuries. This transcends mere facial expression. It profoundly reveals how the man composes himself with a calm demeanor, much like Jackson's. Number 13, Jerry O'Connell and a Young Soldier. Jerry O'Connell's look-alike can't be more realistic than the way it is, considering that all the features connecting him to the young soldier feel more real than expected. Jerry, born in 1974, is known for his roles as Quinn Mallory in the television series Sliders and in several other movies, including Secret Identity. His bright eyes and lively expression feel so real that you connect the dots to those of the young soldier. Even though the identity of the soldier has not been revealed in recent times, his striking resemblance shows that your brother in another era might have walked the earth. Number 12, Win Butler and an Officer.
Songwriting to
to get at ideas. Regina and I will like work on different songs that are kind of talking about the same things, but like trying to.
There are levels of resemblance, and many couldn't be less shocked when they saw the carbon copy of Win Butler. Butler's facial expression reveals his personality, as seen in photographs, which have been greatly influenced by the officers of the 19th century. This officer's strong face and bold looks remind me of Butler's stage presence. This comparison wouldn't be complete if we never mentioned that both of them look like each other's halves. Number 11, Paul Giamatti and William Shakespeare.
Adams. I punched the table so hard. For a lot of that, I have my hand behind my back. For a lot of that, it's easy to break your hand.
The uncanny resemblance between Paul Giamatti and William Shakespeare reveals a great deal about their respective personas. Shakespeare, born in 1564, was a great philosopher who turned the world upside down with his theories. His round face, expressive eyes, and thoughtful demeanor are all traits that Giamatti possesses. The screen god didn't lose much when it comes to comparing his facial appearance with that of Shakespeare. Number 10, Thomas Burchell and Ted Cruz.
Senator, thanks for coming to the studio. It's good to see you.
Good to be with you.
What do you want to accomplish in a third term you haven't already accomplished in the last 12 years? Why are you running again?
If these two were in today's era, you couldn't tell the difference if you weren't guided. Their resemblance is nonetheless like twins. If you compare their photos, you'll spot the genuineness. Thomas Burchell was a United States representative who served from 1943 to 1945, and he was born in 1882. Burchell has similar features to Ted, especially in areas like his enlarged jaw and confident expression that emanate from how they carry themselves. Number 9, Mark Ruffalo and Vincent van Gogh.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Thanks.
And,
yeah, thanks.
No, remember we were sitting next to each other?
And I asked you to read my...
Take a good look at the duo. You can see the striking resemblance even in their calm demeanor and expressive eyes. Vincent, who was born in 1853, was a Dutch post-impressionist painter who is among the most famous and influential figures in the history of Western art. His strong jawline, expressive eyes, and slightly disheveled look are traits that are easily recognizable in Mark Ruffalo. They may be years apart, but they represent a lot through their similarities and serve as a reminder that reincarnation is indeed possible. Number 8, John Locke and Adrian Brody. It's no coincidence that John Locke and Adrian Brody look exactly like identical twins from the same womb. A brief overview of their portraits reveals them to be perfect examples of similarity. John, a renowned philosopher and political theorist of his time, bears an uncanny resemblance to Adrian Brody, the renowned actor. Both have pointed noses, oval faces, and standing hairlines in their favor. There isn't much difference that separates them. This serves as a reminder that your lookalike is probably somewhere. It's just that you haven't met them. Number 7, Andrew Johnson and Tommy Lee Jones.
Maybe the judges and lawyers could have been more severe with me, and maybe none of this would have happened with Pamela and I don't really know.
If they were to make a movie about President Andrew Johnson, they should hire Tommy Lee Jones to play him. Johnson was the 17th president who served from 1865 to 1869. His leadership charisma and bold stance speak volumes about the kind of person he is, and Tommy Lee Jones borrowed that from him. Number 6, Henry Ward Beecher and Jon Stewart.
Let's just run those numbers, 400 million, 50,000. You're talking about less than a fraction.
The last thing comedian and writer Jon Stewart probably expected was to look just like clergyman Henry Ward Beecher. But what do you say when they don't just have one similarity, but many that speak of possible time travel? Beecher was a renowned clergyman, author, anti-slavery activist, and reformer in the 19th century, whose appearance featured small eyes, a small nose, and slicked-back hair. Jon Stewart, the amazing comedian, possesses all of these looks, and for decades it has helped him give his sleek moves. Number 5, Oscar Wilde and Stephen Fry.
What's known as the Odyssey, I think. I'll say bone cancer in children? What's that about? How dare you?
Irish poet and playwright Oscar Wilde and English actor Stephen Fry could be the same person. Their striking resemblance is like a state-of-the-art that was waiting for the right time to emerge. Oscar Wilde was a notable Irish novelist, poet, and playwright known for his sharp wit and flamboyant personality. His proactive facial expressions and playful looks have taken hold of Stephen Fry. How these looks seem accurate still baffles everyone indefinitely. Number 4, Paul Mounet and Keanu Reeves.
Professional, awesome
Patrick Swayze.
Speed.
American actor Keanu Reeves and French actor Paul Mounet are long-lost cousins. Their striking resemblance continues to wow everyone in a bewildering manner. Paul, a doctor-turned-actor, has a calm presence, a long face, and wide-set ears that make him stand out. On the other hand, Reeves, the American actor, also justifies one or more of his qualities. They are long-lost brothers. Who knows? Number 3, Charlie Sheen and John Brown.
Well, you borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard. Yeah, because it fires in a way that is...
Some questions need to be asked, but unfortunately, no one may be able to give the right answer. The resemblance between Charlie Sheen and John Brown is a mystery yet to be uncovered. John Brown, born in 1800, was an American abolitionist in the decades preceding the Civil War. His smooth face and structured chin share a resemblance with Charlie Sheen, the American actor known for his role in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This needs to be studied to understand how it happened. Number 2, George Carlin and Charles Darwin.
In the last 7 to 8 years, I began to develop a different comic voice and a different perspective.
How these whole resemblances were crafted in a way that speaks well is something fans have been attempting to describe. Charles Robert Darwin was an English naturalist, geologist, and biologist, renowned for his significant contributions to the field of evolutionary biology. In recent times, it has been discovered that he has a strong affiliation with George Carlin, the late American stand-up comedian. Their itinerant smiles and fluffy faces remain dominant traits that both parties share. It must have been engineered before they were created. Who knows? Number 1, Adam Schulman and William Shakespeare.
Collaborating with them for the past 3 or 4 months to bring this show to life with Disney, to create an evening that's inspired.
The intrigue of striking resemblance culminates in the lives of Adam Schulman and William Shakespeare. William, who represents a great figure in history, is not without looks that can't be found in others. Adam Schulman, the American actor known for his work in the TV series American Dreams, shares many looks with Shakespeare, and like a perfect portrait, he bears his signature. Which of these historical figures can you identify with? And why is that so? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.